Well, hello to all of my sunflower and diamond friends. Had a brain freeze this morning. So, first of all, I am Jackie Williams and I live in Kansas, Ellis. And I don't think I was able to post it on my YouTube channel, but I did put it on. No, did I do Instagram? I know I did TikTok. I had a picture of a mural that was done here in Ellis, and for some reason I couldn't get it to go onto my YouTube page, so I'm gonna have to figure that out later. So anyway, how is everyone doing? I hope you're all doing fabulous, by the way. And if not, I'm sorry. Sometimes we just have an off day. And it's been quite the week already. And we're at the end of the month. Where did it go? It's beyond me. So I thought maybe I'd go ahead and start with the sign practice first. And then we'll get into the WIP and chat. My U.S. hero is coming along really nice. So, okay, we're going to work on the first 4 letters of the alphabet. So that's pretty easy. And last week, if you watched, I went through the whole thing. So now I'll just do the first 4 letters. Here's number 4. Okay, A is like this, then B, then C, and then D. You just go like that. Let's see, trying to think. Yeah, D. So trying to make so you can see it. And when you sign, you use your dominant hand. So if you're right-handed, you use your right. And if you're left-handed, you use your left. So it's pretty simple. A, B, C, and D. Then we'll do the next 4 next week. Okay? All right. So let's get into this WIP and chat. I need to find me, I think, a better light ring. This one I bought at Walmart and it worked. Oops, let's see here. I guess I gotta make sure you can see where, oops, right there. Yeah, it's in this area right here where I'm working. All right, so the light ring works, but I don't know, the light part on top is really wobbly. I don't know why, but it is. So, have you guys had a lot of wind? Oh my goodness. Last week, Sunday, we had a lot of wind. The Sunday before, we had a lot of wind. And we had wind Thursday, yesterday, and we're supposed to have wind yet today. And Wednesday, I kid you not, it got up to 100 degrees. It was, and then we had a cold front that moved in, and like yesterday, well, I didn't wear my heavy coat. I just put a light jacket and then my denim jacket over the top, and that worked pretty good. Let me see real quick what number 370. Okay, that's these arrow. Greater than or less than, I can never remember. So, yep. And this week I've been very busy at work, which is a good thing. No downtime, so. Monday, my supervisor and I went to Walmart. We have these youth accounts, and then they can earn. Hold on, I need a drink of water, and I don't know where my water cup is. All of a sudden, I have a tickle. Anyway, they can earn prizes. And so we had to go to Walmart to buy things for them so they can make their purchases. And then I'm going through some files that have been hanging around, and I'm going into the system to make sure they're all scanned in. Some are, some aren't, some are missing pages, so I'm making sure I get all that scanned into the system. And that takes time, and then you scan it all in, then you gotta wait until the next day after 9 o'clock, and then you can go and check to make sure everything is in the system. So yeah, and I notice, oh, okay, that just looked like that. So, and yesterday in the morning, my supervisor, me, and another, well, he's a loan officer there at the credit union, and then we went and picked up my supervisor's husband because they're both on the chamber committee, and there was an open house for the children's center, and I used to work there. And so yesterday morning after I got to work, she said, would you like to go to the ribbon cutting for the children's center? And I said, sure. So I got to go along. They made a lot of changes in the main building. I didn't get I wish I could have had a tour and got to see the preschool, but it is what it is. But I could tell they've done a lot of changes in that building, the main building. So yeah. And then, since I'm on I just call it the celebration committee for the Voga Germans that's happening this whole year, I knew there was a meeting, and so Tuesday I sent this one lady a message. I said, do we have a meeting tonight? And she said, actually it was last night. I said, oh, I said, sorry. I knew it was this week, but I guess I should have sent them. I didn't even think of it until Tuesday, but it's okay. But she told me that we'll have a meeting here for April and May, and the one for April, they want to take group picture of everybody who's on the committee, so I need to make sure I go to that. And then they're ordering us t-shirts, so that'll be cool. Oh, and at work, well, we got the one t-shirt. I'll have to go get it here after a bit and show it to you. Well, anyway, we're doing this walk thing to, kind of help us to get out and walk. And so I'm a captain of a team. I have, let's see, there's me, 4 ladies and a guy on our team. So that starts Monday. Anyways, we had to let them know what size of t-shirts we all wanted, and they came in yesterday, or was it Thursday? Anyway, so I handed them all out, so we got our t-shirts, so that'll be fun. And then they have a bingo card, and there are certain things you're to try and do, like walk, I think 1,000 steps, walk 10,000 steps, walk outside. And so it's a blackout card, we found out. So you're supposed to try to do everything on there. So, and I have a couple times in the morning, I've just walked around my block to get me going to start. So hopefully I'll be able to start walking here the way I want to. So I think it'll be pretty fun. And then the credit union is celebrating 75 years. I couldn't believe that. So we also will receive a commemorative anniversary. Trying to think, pullover. Yeah, that's what we'll get. So that'll be awesome. And I think it's supposed to be a gray, and our logo is going to be like a golden yellow. So that'll be exciting. Oh, I better make sure my timer's going. So, yep. And then last night, I went with my dad and my brother down to Munger for a fish fry. And it was very good. They had a lot of people. They had a good turnout, I would think. So, and I don't know how long they've been doing it. I know they've been doing it for quite some time, so that's a good thing. So we got fish, I don't know what kind. They had beans and noodles, and it's called grabble, or we also call it Indian fry bread. So yeah, it was pretty yummy. And it was funny when we left from my brother's place to head down. Well, my brother was driving my dad's pickup. And my brother and I heard something. So he's trying to figure out, and Dad right away wanted to turn his radio on. And my brother said, "No, I'm trying to listen to something." And so Dad kind of got upset. And he says, your pickup is making some kind of noise. I want to know what it is. Well, we couldn't figure it out. And then, so my brother drives down the road a ways, and then he pulls over because it almost sounded like there was a bird underneath Dad's hood of the pickup. And so he gets out, he opens the hood, he looks, he doesn't see nothing. So we said, okay, So all the while we drive down the Munger, we're, talking, but we also still hear this bird. We said, man, there must be a bunch of them underneath somewhere. We just can't find it. Okay, so we get down to Munger, and my brother just parks. And all of a sudden he picks something up, and it was a bag that had 2 hearing aids in it. That's what was chirping like a bird. Oh my goodness. We laughed so hard. Because Dad had a pair of hearing aids in, then he has like a backup pair. Well, the pair that he has in, they just got them fixed for him and everything. So Dad had taken the backup pair and, took them out and put the new ones in. And he left those hearing aids in his pickup, which is fine. But I was like, oh my gosh. We laughed so hard. I was like, okay. But at least we figured out what was making the noise in his pickup. It's like, oh my goodness. And then it was funny. He had 2 things he wanted to do before we went home. And he said, is that okay to me? I said, that's fine. So we do the one stop, then we go over to this other place, and it's called Bumgar's. It's like a farm tractor type store. And so my brother goes, are you guys going in? And I said, no. I said, I'm just going to stay out here in your pickup. And Dad said the same thing. And so then before my brother shuts the door, he says, oh, and I'm going to get some buckshot. And Dad didn't really hear him. And he goes, what did he say? I said, he's getting some buckshot. And then it dawned on him what he was talking about because, the hearing aids sound like little birds. So It was like, oh my goodness. And then when my brother comes out, he goes, oh, darn it, I forgot the buckshot. I said, oh, well. I said, we'll go home and he can take them and put them where they need to be. So, but anyway, you always need to have a good laugh. Oh my goodness, this is coming along really nice. I am praying every day that I'll finish this in time because I really, really want to get this done by before September because I know it's going to take me time to put this into the picture frame. I got to figure some things out, so I probably should start thinking about that too because I have the picture frame. And I'll have to see how I'm going to for sure mount it and everything. Oh, and one of the salesmen there at Auto World where my husband works, he retired yesterday, so they had a retirement party for him. They provided lunch and everything, so it was pretty awesome. I didn't go. Since I only have an hour for lunch, and usually during my hour, I always have things I need to do, and that's about what it was yesterday. I had a bunch of cards I wanted to mail because, Easter's coming up. My husband's dad has birthday. As far as I know, his dad is doing okay. So, I wanted to mail his birthday card off to him. I wanted to mail him an Easter card. And then I had some other cards. My aunt who lives in Nevada, she has birthday here in April. And then I wanted to send her an Easter card. So, yeah. And if I don't send the cards right away, you must forget it. I'll forget, and then it's too late. So she's going to get both of them probably around the same time because I mailed them. So, yeah. There we go. Let's see, what else is going on? Not a whole lot that I can think of. Oh, I did buy me 2 bags of potting soil because I need to transplant my house plants, but until it's not as windy, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to have to wait because I usually do it on my front porch because it works the nicest. And then I want to buy more potting soil because I'm going to try and grow cucumbers this year. Because last year I didn't do it. The year before I did. And really want to grow me some cucumbers again. So I'm going to have to do that. I got to add more potting soil to the, what do you want to call it? It's a pretty big container thing. I don't know the size. I'll have to measure it. So, because the dirt that's in there has really settled down. So, I want to get some new and put it on top. And I seen, it's a greenhouse that comes through every year. I think it's called Call Valley. I don't know where I know they're in Kansas, but where, I'm not for sure. And I know they're set up in the mall parking lot, so may have to go over and check them out sometime. This week was just not a good week to try and check them out when it's so windy. So yeah. Oh, and last week I went for my massage, and oh my goodness, that felt wonderful. Wonderful. I felt so good afterwards. It was so worth it. I did an hour. And then after that, I went and washed my car because it was needing a cleaning. And then I went and had lunch. And then I went down to the museum because they had a presentation. So I went for that. It was pretty interesting. Whoa, whoa. Oh, good. This one I at least caught. This, here, I'll show it to you. Just hold on a minute. This is my new diamond painting pen. It's a cordless one. I really like it. That's all how loud it is. It's kind of loud, but you know what? It's okay. It has good suction. Art Dots is okay. I'm using it more or less for a backup when this one kind of dies. I do recommend any company, this company, Art Dot, you need to put lights on the end. It sure helps a lot. So anybody listens to mine, and if you want to make the suggestion, go right ahead and do it. But they need to put lights on these pens. It would help so much. And I know some of you use the one with the vacuum hose. If that's what you like, fine. But this thing, I love it. And then there's a lady I follow on TikTok, and she has another diamond painting pen. And you put it in a thing, and it charges it that way. So I'm going to have to get that next. This one, it is on TikTok, but I purchased mine from Amazon only because I had a gift card and I could get, I think I got $10 off of my whole total order. So it was like, I'm just going to order it from Amazon. I like ordering things from TikTok. I have, let me see, I purchased 2 dresses, and the one dress was supposed to go for my sister. Well, my sister didn't like the way it looked on her. Goodness gracious, these diamonds are just, it has some static here, so don't want to stick. Anyway, I purchased 2 dresses. Mine is supposed to be a pink. I don't think it's a pink. I think it's more like a peach color. Then the one that she got is a blue. Anyway, she didn't like the way the dress looked on her, which is fine. So I told her, I said, I'll just buy it back from you. And so I did. And I have it hanging up. I kind of sprayed it down, put it in my dryer, and it took some of the wrinkles out. But I'm going to get me a clothes steamer. Because I'm to dig out my ironing board, dig out the iron, wait for it to heat up and all that. Yeah, that's not my cup of tea. So I decided I'm going to get me a steamer for my clothes. And I think by everything I read on Amazon, it's a pretty good steamer. The reviews were excellent. I think it sold over 500 plus. So, and I happened to tell my sister, and she says, well, if you get it and you like it, let me know. I may purchase me one. I said, I will let you know for sure. So yeah, I'm going to place another Amazon order because I have another gift card I want to use. Those gift cards come in handy for Amazon. And then I want to get me, I've seen some people say they use a desk mat underneath their diamond painting. So I'm going to get a really big one. So it's something else I'm going to purchase. I'm excited to do that. I think it'll be helpful to see my diamonds. It's going to be a light pink unless I decide to go with a light blue. I thought a wood, but then it's like, why do I want that? This desk or my dining table is already like a wooden, and it's so hard to see some of these colors. So I thought if I got a blue or pink, I'll be able to see the diamonds better. And so, because I wanted to know how big the desk mats were, I had taken this down or laid it on the couch, took this other, the light pad, the good gravy, I can't even talk, drawing the art board. Phew, I can't even talk. And then I was measuring the width of this table because I want to make sure I get the right size. And when I moved it, I found a bunch of diamonds. I was like, oh yeah, I need that desk mat. So, but anyway, I'm looking for my arrows. If I'm not talking, that's the reason why I gotta look for these arrow things. There we go. And then this morning I have my Zoom class with signing. So that's at 10 o'clock. So I got time. So I quick printed the lessons off, and then I thought, oh, I better quick do my WIP and chat here and diamond paint. And I think I'll quick upload this and continue diamond paint until it's time for my Zoom. Oh, this block right here, it only took me 3 days to do it because I had because like last week Sunday and the Sunday before, because it was so windy, we didn't go nowhere. So I just, sat down and worked on diamond painting. And I listened to Bonanza episodes. And then I found where I could start with season 1, episode 1. So that's what I'm watching right now, is Bonanza. And oh my gosh, they are so good. I just love Bonanza. I'm kind of like Diamond Grandma. I think that was my era. Because the ladies wearing the dresses that they did, I just love them. Oops. Oh, and that's what my train of thought left me. On TikTok, they have, it's a printer. It's not real big. Oh, I don't even know the measurements. I would have to look. Well, anyway, it just prints black and white, and it takes thermal paper, and I did check on Amazon. So I went ahead and purchased that printer because it prints really good. I really don't need color, but for right now I'm going to keep my HP printer in case I do need color. But I'll have that coming. I think it comes next week. And then I had placed an order with, it's called Stick to Hope. And if you're a diabetic and if you have the glucose, like Libre things that you wear, Stick to Hope has the covers, and I can show you. Hold on a minute. Okay. You gotta stay. So, these here go over the glucose things. So it's called sticktohope.com, and they're real reasonable. They're not very expensive at all. So I had to purchase some new ones because I didn't have that many left. Okay, I hope you guys can see that pretty good. I just lost it. Oh well. Okay, where is my straightener? Got some crooked. There we go. Diamonds. So yeah, it made me feel good that the last 2 Sundays I was able to sit and diamond paint as much as I could. It just means I can get that much further. And the Diamond Art Club, they had a few things, but I didn't purchase anything. I told myself no, even though I wanted to. I said, nope, you gotta quit. Because I am needing a few other things for myself, not as in diamond painting, just for me to use. Items that I use for my overall health and everything. So it's like, yep, you need to not be purchasing any diamond paintings right now. Even though they do have 2 eagle ones, and I know that one of them, they said it's almost sold out. It's like, well, it's just going to have to sell out. It's just the way that it is. It will be fine. And if it comes back, then it was meant to be. And if not, oh well. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, I tell ya. Okay, let's see here. I think I have all of those done. Let's go ahead and do the minus sign. Okay. All right, there, we're going to turn that off. Let's see, minus. Oh, that's 612. These trays from Hobby Lobby, they're okay. I wish they did have lids. I know there were people who said not to buy them because they don't have lids, and I thought, well, you know, you just get 6. I thought, well, it should be okay, but I can see, I wish they did have a lid on them. So anyway, oh dear, 612, that's the number I'm looking for. 612, here we go. Because most of the trays that came in Diamond Art Club I'm using, I put my diamonds in, and then what I do, and let me show you, it's come in handy for me. But I've, you know, I got my diamonds in there, and then I put the number, and I tried to draw the symbol. It's not the best, but, you know, I'm the one who has to look at it. Nobody else does, so I figured it's okay. And I should probably open those other, I think I have 2 others that I could take probably 4 trays out. I just haven't done it. And these trays, to me, they should be wider. That way, when we do our shaking here, to see, yeah, because it has that hole, and they need a stopper thing. Which I know, they're just giving you something to get you by, and that's fine. We can't have our cake and eat it too, as the Statler Brothers song goes. Alright, so I'm doing the minus sign. There we go, that popped in nice. Yeah. Just gotta kind of work at it a little bit. Whoops. You did not pop in there. There, now you did. Little stinker you are. There we go. Perfect. It's looking so much better. Whoops. So anyway, supposed to get up into the 60s today, but it's supposed to be windy, so we'll see. Just got to be so careful, because I'm sorry to say we got so many fools out there that do smoking, and they do not, or they just throw those cigarettes out and don't realize that's what starts those fires. So you people need to stop being such a fool. I mean, we had a couple nice snows, but that's not enough. We really need more rain, so, you know, we don't have fires. The wheat looks good, but yeah, if we don't get rain here before long, the wheat is not going to be looking good at all. It's going to be hurting. So we decided we're going to start praying for our rain. Because like I said, if we don't, it will not look good for the farmers. Whoa. When I go in to get a diamond, the tray kind of makes it like it bounces. I know that sounds weird, but it does. Okay, come on. There we go. There. Did everyone have a good spring break? I don't have to worry about spring breaks. One, I don't have any kids, and two, I don't ever go nowhere. So I don't worry about it. It was just nice driving to work in the morning. You didn't have to worry about all that extra traffic. Because I'm sorry, there's some, not saying it's you guys, it's the ones here that drive crazy. It's like, it's like you people who are driving crazy, do you not want to make it back home to your loved ones? Because it's telling me no, that you do not. Because the way you drive, if you wanted to make it back home, you would drive more safe. One, they speed. Two, on Highway 40, they have signs that say, do not pass. And then it's unreal how many people do not read those signs and they pass when it says, do not pass. It's like, okay, you guys need to go back to school and read. And I'm sure they do not like me because I drive the speed limit. And two, every time they drive past me, I'm sorry, I shake my head no. Like, you guys are crazy for doing what you're doing. It was like, when I left from work last night to go to my brother's place, I was driving, and the speed limit is 35 on this street because you're going out of Hayes, so they let you, but they do have a roundabout. And to go through the roundabout, you're only supposed to be going, if I'm right, 20, if not 20, 25. Well, this pickup was behind me, and all of a sudden he just flew right by so he could get up there and get around. It's like, okie dokie, I guess. And I always say, they're the ones who are going to get the ticket, not me. And I guess if they want that on their record and have a ticket, then so be it. Not me. Yeah, I really like this pen. It is so handy. I've come a long way, actually, on this diamond pen, because I first started out using this, a tweezers. There we go. And then I had gotten my first vacuum pen, and actually that one's in at work, so when most times during my lunchtime, I got errands to do. But if there are times when I don't, if I decide to stay back at work, I can diamond paint. So that's why I took that diamond pen in to work. So I have one. And then I had gotten another one from Amazon, and it had a light, and I liked it, but it just didn't have the suction that it needed. To me, it needed more suction. And then I purchased Art Dots. And like I said, it's okay, but it could use more suction. Art Dot, you just need to work on it a little bit more. And I'm sure, it's probably an improvement over their first one they had. But this second one, it needs a little bit more. and it needs a light at the end. If you all would just put a light down in here, you would all get an A from me. I would say it is Jackie approved. I mean, I know I have my light board, I have my ring light, and I have my light up on my ceiling fan, but sometimes you just need a little bit more. And then if I had it here, I probably wouldn't need the one up top on my ring light. It would help. But, you know, we all do things differently than each other. I mean, we put those suggestions out so people know. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Come on. There we go. It just wants to jump ship every time. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Well, he decided he was going to try and jump ship. It's like, go for it, I'll pick you up. Alright, I think that's it, because I'm going to have to get ready for my Zoom. Make so everything's ready to go. Yeah, this diamond painting from Diamond Art Club, I really am enjoying it. Oh, I decided when I get to it, which I don't know when, but my two that I purchased that were Hometown Hero, which is a firefighter, it's going to be tricky, but I'm going to try and do them both at the same time. One, that way I can complete them together. Two, that way when I work on them, you know, by sections, I can say I have one here, and then I have a long table over. Right now it's in the dining room with a bunch of stuff on it, and I gotta get it cleaned off. But I thought and put that one there. That way I can kind of, like I said, try and work on them at the same time and complete them. So that's my thought. But like I said, I probably won't be getting to it yet this year, because after this one, I have that diamond painting I got to do for my uncle. And then once I'm done with that one, I want to do the one that my husband and his brother picked out for their dad. So, and I think I looked and it's kitted up, but that one for my husband's cousin's husband. I know, my husband, his cousin, her husband picked out a diamond painting that he wanted. So when he retires from, I think he's a Marine, so he can have it. So, yeah. And that's a smaller one, so I'll have to see. Okay, I'm going to see if I can finish these 2 rows. And then I'm going to have to quit. And then I'll have to get this uploaded so it goes out at 2 for everybody. And if you don't know, I do not do any editing on my videos. I figured, you know what? You can see how things go. And I don't add any music because one, I don't know how to do it. And that's the same with editing. I don't know how to edit things. And I figured, you know what? It doesn't hurt anybody. So if you see, like right now, the sun's coming in. If you were to look, my window is very dirty. I need to clean that. Oh my God. It's like, oh, I didn't realize it was that dirty. But it is. But you know what? That's life. And we have to do things and do it how we can do it. So be it. And I will try and see if I can get that picture of that mural to post on my community page for you guys. Okay, come on. What's going on here? You don't want to pick up that diamond? Really? Alright, so that's done. Let me turn that off. Oh, I had it on the low speed. I should have had it on the higher speed. Alright, guys. Let me put my speckaroonies on here. My other two eyeballs. And with that being said, whoa, what was that? I will say have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week, and I shall see you all next week. I love you. Bye.